Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media. Today, I'm going to talk about platforms, and I want to talk about the platforms, and just in case if I decide to run for any political office, I want to talk about what my platform is right here. So first, I'm going to start addressing the homeless and complex, but Here's here are some ideas. One, affordable housing increase availability, affordable housing through the subsidized incentive for development of repurposing and vacating properties. Two, supportive services provided, comprehensive support services including mental health care, substance abuse treatment, and job training. Three, emergency shelter, expand and improving emergency shelters to offer not only place to stay but also ensure to help individuals transition to permanent housing. Prevention programs, implementing programs to prevent homeless, such as rental assistance and legal aid for those facing evictions. Five, community partnership. Engage local businesses, nonprofit and communities, organizations, and calibrate on inter, in, innovative solution to provide resources. Would you like more information on any of these ideas? So that is my platform. If I decide to for each of those to approach and required coordinate and efforts and among government agencies, nonprofit businesses, and the community. Let me know. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, these those are the things that those are the things that I will implement. You know, those things that I said that I would actually implement. Yeah, so that would actually be my platform if I do run for city council in 2 years. So that would be my, uh, yeah, it would be. So I don't know. I just want people to, uh, you know, um, so I just want people to, I want people to know, what my platform would be. I'm also gonna have other platforms too as well. And Let me see here. Let me see. I also have other platforms too as well. Well, I'll get back to that later. But also, I want something else to. I have to something else that I want to say. You know, and you know, but tomorrow night I'll be on too as well. Uh, and Let me see here. There's something else that I want to say. I'm trying to pick it up. Hold on one second here. Let me see. Close this. Okay. A man was arrested in Fall River violating with threats. So here in Fall River, so this is your local news. Fall River WPRI officers in Fall River arrested a 50-year-old man accused of threatening violence and multiple people on Saturday. Seen DaCosta has been charged with disturbing the peace, terroristic threats, carrying a dangerous weapon, and disorderly conduct. Police said that around 9:50 p.m. officers respond to a call about a man making violent threats to Madero Towers, and officers headed to the scene. They were told a man was outside holding a hammer, according to police. The police has also said that once officers got there, DaCosta cooperated with them and was brought into custody. Witnesses also accused him for threatening to shoot those on the property, and police said no gun was found. So actually, basically, by law, the police officers can only bring them on charges for threats, and threats. So I mean, it's kind of I mean, even if you try to get somebody arrested on on gun charges. First of all, you have to have a gun. Okay? Yeah, police officers, they have to see a gun, in their presence. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now, the man's being charged with just with threats. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's about it right there. But I'm trying to look up something here. Hold on here. Let me see here. Yeah. So, but you sometimes you can't um, necessarily arrest anybody unless you see a weapon. But I mean, the guy's gonna um, and now the other thing is now my other platform would be lowering taxes is generally involves a mix of policies change and strategy action. Here are some of the common approach. One, tax deduction and credit. Utilize available taxes, deductions, and credit to reduce taxable income and directly reduce tax liberty and direct reduce tax liberty, and common example included deductions for mortgage interests and education expense and credible donations, tax advantage accounts, and contribute to tax advantage savings accounts like IRA and HAS, which can lower taxable income and provide tax benefits. 3. Adjust withholdings, revenue, and just your taxes withholding to ensure your to consider investing tax, example bonds or accounts, and offer tax-free interest growth. The businesses deductions if you own a business tax advantage or allowable business expense and deduction expense deductions reduce taxable income. So yeah, I mean, these are the things that I'll be, if I ever do run for public office, these are the things that I will introduce to the people. So I really honestly really want you to consider and looking into this stuff, and and tell me what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this has been on my mind since it's been on my mind since, and I don't know why. 2 years ago, I don't know why I did not introduce this kind of program. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. So, I mean, between the homeless, affordable housing, don't worry about Ron. These are the things that I really like to introduce. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever do, those are my two platforms. So I am gonna go because these are all most important to say information about changes in taxes and law and counsel with a tax professional and provide advice to based on your specific situations. So, homeowner properties. I'm gonna look that up right now. So, homeowner properties. Homeowner properties. All right. So yeah. So. But anyways, but those are my those are my two proposals that I was that I want to do. And navigation with your landlord and to discuss on your situation is requires reducing, especially you are a long-term tenant, or if you can provide evidence of comfortable law in your rent. Let's see here. Offer sign. Let me see. That ain't that. So that ain't that right there. So those are the things that I've been talking about. The homeless. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get back to that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. First off, this is how I'm going to deal with the homeless. Okay. Addressing the homeless is a complete issue that requires a multiple factor approach. Here are some strategies that can help. 1. Emergency shelter provides immediate, safe place for people to stay. 2. Affordable housing increase access to low cost of housing to prevent homeless support services offered, mental health services, addiction treatment, and job training. 4. Preventive measures. Implement programs to prevent evictions and support at-risk individuals. 5. Community engagement. Foster communities, partnerships, and engage in local organizations and providing support. 6. Policies, advocate for policies and funding that addresses the root causes of homeless and support long-term solution. That would be my platform right there. Okay? So that would be my platform. Each of these areas can play a critical role in addressing needs of a homeless individual and reducing overall homeless. Okay? So these are the platforms. And I've been saying this for a very long time. Okay? For a very long time, I've been actually saying that. Okay? You know, you cannot implement any other type of housing. Okay? You cannot implement any type of housing, okay, except for affordable housing. Okay? When you implement affordable housing, right? This is what you do. Okay? So I mean that would clear up the homeless problem. Okay? It won't clear up the homeless problem if you're going to keep raising taxes. Okay? If you're going to keep doing that, then that's not going to clear it up. So what my platform that I read to you, that would actually clear up the homeless problem. Okay? So that would. So that would actually clean up that. So I'll read it again. Addressing the homeless is a complete issue, as that required a multiple factor approach. Here are some of strategies that can help. 1. Emergency shelter provide immediate safe place for people to stay. 2. Homeless housing increase access to low cost of housing to prevent homeless support services offered. Mental health services, addiction treatment, and job training. Preventive measures. That would be number 4. At-risk individuals. 5. Community engagement. Foster community partnerships and engage in local organization and providing support. 6. Policies advocate for policies and funding that addresses the root cause of homeless and support long-term solutions. So that is that's if I ever run for city council, that's what I'm going to be running on, and that will be my platform right there. So I mean, yes. So each of these areas can play a critical role in it. So in addressing these needs of a homeless individuals, reducing overall homeless. So that would be, then that would play a good role in that. So I'm going to take a picture of this, and because I think with all this. I mean, you gotta have those types of, you gotta have affordable housing. So you have to have affordable housing, increase access to cost of housing to prevent homeless and support services offered by mental health services, addiction treatment, and job training. 4. Prevent measures, implement programs, prevent evictions, and support at-risk individuals. Community engagement, foster communities and partnerships, and engage in local organizations providing support. Policies, advocates, and policies that fundings that address the root cause of these homeless and support long-term solutions. We have to support long-term solutions. Okay, we have to, because if we keep on implementing market rate housing, it's not going to work. And I've been saying this for quite some time. It's not going to work. Okay? It's only creating more problems than ever with this market rate housing. Okay? What I just read to you will work. Okay? It will work. So we can't keep implementing market rate housing like this. Okay? So we can't. So whatever I read, when I read to you today, that will work. That is the best solution that I come up with. Okay? Best solution. Because if you don't come up with that kind of solution, what's going to happen? Okay? What is going to happen is we're gonna fall right into hard times. Okay? You know, and we will never ever get the homeless cleaned up. Affordable housing will work. Okay? Affordable housing will work. Okay? Not market rate housing. Affordable housing will work. Okay? And that will help them, get it. That will clean up the homeless population. Okay? That would, because all this stuff that I said, okay, will play a significant role in it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, right now I'm talking. This is me right here. Okay, Jared, this is me right here. So please listen to what I have to say. Okay. Ron's not here. Ron will not be on my show anymore. So don't even ask. Okay. So let me tell you this. Okay. And I want to focus on what I want to do when I run for. If I ever decide that I want to run for city council, so please hear me out and let me focus on what I want to say here. So. Addressing the homeless is a complex to ensure that it requires a multiple factor approach. Here are some of the strategies that can help. 1. Emergency shelters provide immediate, safe place for people to stay. Affordable housing increase access to low cost of housing to prevent homeless. Support services offer mental health services, addiction treatment, and job training. Preventive measures implement programs to prevent evictions and support at-risk individuals. Community engagement fosters community partnership, engaging local organizations and providing support. Part 6. Policies, advocate, and the policies and funding that addresses the root cause for homeless and support long-term solution. Okay, that's what we want to do. Okay, none of this market rate housing is not going to work. Okay, my idea will work. Okay, my idea will work. Okay, it will work. Okay, everything that I said here plays a significant role in everything. Okay? It does. Each of these areas play a critical role in addressing needs to homeless individuals and reducing overall homeless. Okay? It's this is what we'll do. Okay. And the next one, what I want is that I'm gonna go next. Let me see here. Property taxes are taxes on livable and real estate properties by local government, typically based on the assets value of the property. Of these taxes are used to fund and local services such as schools, police, and fire departments, but in infrastructure that rates that infrastructure can vary widely and depending on locations. If you have a specific question about it, I do. I do have it, so I just gotta find it. To more. Okay, so how to lower property taxes. Okay, lowering property taxes is generally involved in a few strategies. So I got a few strategies here. Okay, about property taxes. One, appeal your assignment if you believe your property has been overvalued. You can file an appeal with the local tax assessor office, providing evidence to support your claim. Okay, such as resent sales, claims such as resent sales, comparable property errors and assessment. To check exemptions to look into and any available property tax exemptions to credit for which you might qualify. These can be included exemptions for seniors, veterans, for certain types of property. 3, to improve property value, productively increasing your property value through improvement might lower your tax rates if it is pushed your property into a lower tax bracket. So I qualify you for additional exemption for renew tax records and ensure that your property tax records are accurate. Errors in your property require footage of other details can lead you to higher assessment. But you know what? I can. Okay, so all these things that I said, that it does play. But like I said, you know what I'm saying. So like I said before, okay, market rate housing is not going to, okay, is not. I repeat, it's not going to. It's not going to work. What I said, but my platform will work. Okay, it will work. So I'm just putting my platform out there because I know it will work. And and right now, Ron Cabral does not come on my show anymore, so I don't know. He doesn't. Is that the only thing, that you want Ron on my show? Is that the only time you guys watch my show is because when Ron's here? So it's quite it's quite interesting that you guys, have, asking for Ron all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know what? It's not that. This is my show. This is not Ron's. This is mine. Okay. I own Fall River Media News. I've owned it since 2015, and it's mine. If Jared wants to call in my show, that's up to him if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? If Jared's got something that he wants to say, then he can come on my show. Carlos Caesar, if he wants to call in my show, he's running for mayor of the city of Fall River. He's welcome on my show. I welcome politicians if they candidates if they wanna come on my show. I welcome any type. I welcome candidates. I do. If they want to call, so please spread the word. If Carlos Caesar wants to call in my show, I like to hear what he's got to say. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear because I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be supporting him in the upcoming elections when the elections come along. So I'm gonna be supporting him. So so I mean it's yeah. So I welcome any elected officials. You know what I'm saying? What is your number on what platform stand? Well, Robert. Well, I already. Robert Carney is running for school committee. So, what is his platform and what does he stand in the school committee? You know what I'm saying? So what is his stand in the school committee? I want to know. So, send me send me something, or if he wants, he could call. What is my number? My number is 774-309-0736. If he wants to call in, he can. He can call in and if he wants to. If he wants to talk about what he wants to do with his and why he's running for school committee, then and if he wants free exposure, I'll give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him free media if he wants it. You know what I'm saying? I will. So so would be Carlos Caesar. But I'm using my platform when I run for when I decide that I'm going to run for city council. So now my platform is already out there. Okay, my platform is already there. So when I do, I'm going to again, and I will be speaking about my platform up in these coming days if I decide to run again for public office. So and that time. So and that will be my platform. That'll be one of my platforms. One of my platforms. So like I said, with my platform, you can resolve the homeless like that. You cannot resolve homeless with market rate housing. You can't. You cannot. You absolutely cannot do that. Okay? So, I mean, you can't. You know what I mean? And you see here. Value. Okay. All right. Now, the lower property value is negligent to maintenance and allowing the property to fall into this prayer of increasing its value. And two, after property is making undesirable change renovations, you might reduce its appeal and value. And unkept landscaping, poor upkeeping the yard and outdoor space can negatively affect property value. So 4, limited upgrades. Avoiding updates to internal systems like plumbing, electrical, or HVAC can make the property less attractive to buy. Legal issues, engaging in the activities that results in a legal complication can deter potential buyers. If you have specific reasons for wanting to lower the property value, consulting with real estate and personal or legal advisors may be beneficial to navigate the process appropriately. See that? So that there too. But I mean, these things, man, that that Mayor Paul Coogan implements, market rate housing from the bank. This is why we have a whole bunch of homeless, okay? Because of the market rate housing. People cannot afford the rents at all. People can't, okay? So people cannot afford these rents. Market rate housing, it creates more homeless than ever. Because what you're doing is you're forcing people out of their homes and into the street. The people with low income, people that are on disability, people that are on SSI, people that work part-time. You cannot, create market rate housing that way. That's how you create homeless problems, issues that it should have never happened, okay? And it's sad for me to say I'm going to say this, okay? Mayor Paul Coogan did the wrong thing, okay? The wrong thing, okay? By introducing market rate housing from the banks. You can't, okay? You can't build houses and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take affordable housing away and then I'm going to implement market rate housing. You can't do that, okay? What about the low-income people, the low-income families that live here inside in Massachusetts here? The ones that can't afford to live in their apartments because Mayor Paul Coogan implemented market rate housing, quote, and having people live in the street like this, okay? You can't do that because it's against the law, okay, to implement market rate housing, okay? And this is why he has a homeless problem here in the middle of Fall River, Kennedy Park, and all over the place, and down the north end and railroad tracks, okay? You cannot implement market rate housing. That's why I said my platform will work, okay? You know something? My platform will work. If you implement affordable housing, it will work. It will work for sure. I guaranteed it will work because that will give the homeless and the people of Fall River that would give the people of the city of Fall River the opportunity to get an apartment, okay, and to live in it instead of living on the street, okay? Instead of living on the street, that will give the homeless people the opportunity to live, okay? And this is what I've been looking at, okay? and this is how I've been looking at this, and I looked up everything, okay? I see everything. And I wanted to say this for a very long time, okay? All right? Properties, okay? Properties, insurance properties. I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. How to lower insurance properties. Okay, I just found some. Okay, 1. How to lower property insurance costs. You might consider these strategies. Okay, 1. Shop around, compare quotes from different insurance providers to find the best rates. 2. Increase deductibles, OPT, for the higher deductibles to the lowest. Your premiums, but making sure you can afford deductibles. If you claim a raise, policies combined homes insurance with others policies like auto insurance to qualify for discounts. 4. Improving security, install security systems, smoke detectors, and describable with they can reduce premiums. 5. Maintain a good credit score. And higher credit score can lead your lower insurance rates. Update your home, renovate, or update your home to meet current safety and construction standards. 7. Renew coverage. Make sure you are not over insurance adjustable. Okay? Encourage limits to match your needs. See? Look at this. Okay? Look at this. Compared to my platform and compared to my platform to Mayor Paul Coogan's platform. Okay? Compared to that. All right? You know, Mayor Paul Coogan's consider discussing these options with the insurance agents and what might work best for situations. Okay, you know, I mean, my platform will work. It will work. You know, and I've been implementing this platform for a very long time. Okay, you know. It's, you know, market rate housing is not it's not the answer. Okay, it's not. I wish I could tell you different, but it's not the answer. Affordable housing for people that can't that affordable housing for low income families. Okay, low income families. That's what we need here. Okay, that's what we need for the elderly. That's what we need for the disabled. That's what we need for the disabled veterans. Okay, disabled veterans. That's what we need. Okay, so you know, nobody's been thinking about the homeless veterans too. Okay. The ones that are out in the, you know how many families I've seen out in the street so far? Huh? And that Mayor Paul Coogan doesn't really care about right now, that he says he does, and he don't. That's why we have to get back to affordable housing. For low income families. We will clear this mess up. I will clear this mess up just like that. Okay? With affordable housing. Okay? And you know something? Everyone will have an apartment. Okay? Everyone. Okay? Every single homeless person will have an apartment. Okay? You know, affordable housing will work under my administration. Okay? under my administration, affordable housing will work. Okay? It will absolutely work. Okay? Whether you want to hear this or not, it will work. Okay? You people are stuck on market rate housing, and it's not working. It's not working at all. Okay? It's not. I wish I could tell you different, but market rate housing is not working at all. Okay? So, my platform will work. Yes, see, rents are over $2,000. That's why we need to knock it down to affordable housing. That's why my platform will work. My platform will work. It will, honestly, it work. No, it will work for the people. And put 16 new units up, I'll turn those right into affordable housing. Quick. Those will be affordable housing. All those units that he's up there, I'll turn those right into affordable housing quick. Okay? Those will be affordable housing. If he's putting up 6 new units, I'll turn those things right into affordable housing really quick. Okay? People will move in and people will be paying less rent. Okay? Less rent. People will be paying $400 to $450 a month for rent. And they will still have money to survive on. Okay? Utilities, they will pay, the utilities will be cheap. Okay? Cheaper than it is now. Okay? Alright, so, I mean, and this is for low income. Low income people. Okay? People for disabled. For the disabled people, I'll make sure that the disabled people have, the people that are in wheelchairs, I'll make sure they have ramps to go up there, to go up on. I'll put ramps up and everything for them. How's that? Okay? I'll even throw the ramps in. Okay? I'll put ramps in for people that are, okay, that people will, that these people in wheelchairs will have. I will put in ramps, okay, for the disabled. Even for the disabled veterans, I will put ramps in there, okay? And you know something? And then, you know, and they would be paying at least $450 to $500 a month for rent. And I'll make sure that they have money in their pocket, okay? You know, I will make sure that they have money in their pocket. You know, because market rate housing, that these things are being put up all over the place, I'll change those into affordable housing just like that. Those will be affordable housing before you know it. Okay? So yeah, well, they'll be changed right into affordable housing just like that. Okay? You know, because I'm tired of listening to market rate housing every single day. Everywhere I go, I see houses being built up. Okay, I see houses being built across the street. Okay, I talked to the people that built the house across the street on Pleasant Street. You know what they said? You know, they built the house right in front of the White House in the back. Okay, where people cannot look out their window. Okay, that's a violation of ordinance right there. Okay, where people need to look out the window. They don't want to look out the window and watch somebody else in somebody else's house, you know, taking a shower or something, or you know, walking around, you know, in their pajamas or something. You know what I'm saying? They built a house right there right in front of a White House on the side where people cannot see looking out the window. Okay, you know. That's a violation of the ordinance code, okay? Building a house right in front of somebody else's house and the next parking lot over, okay? You know, no, I basically do. I don't have a magic wand, but let me tell you something. But I know, okay, that affordable housing will work. Okay? People, these politicians are making a project out of something that's very simple and easy. Okay? Very simple and easy. Okay? They're making a big, huge project out of nothing. Okay? Where that you can get, okay, you can get, make affordable housing. Okay? I just read you my platform. Okay? Every single house that Mayor Paul Coogan built, I'll turn those things right into affordable housing just like that. Okay? I'll have housing by each and every one of those houses. Okay? Alright? With federal money. How's that? Okay? Federal money. That's what I'll have them buy every single one of those houses. And make those out of affordable housing just like that. Okay? Because we don't need any more market rate housing because it's not helping the homeless at all. Okay? It's not. Okay? You know, people think, people think, I know you're not against affordable housing. Okay? I know you're not against it. You know what I'm saying? Scott, I know you're for it. You know what I'm saying? I do. But that's my platform, and those are the platforms that I'm going to be running on, okay? I'm going to run those platforms, okay? Because you want to know why? Because I know my platform's going to work, okay? I know it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you look at houses across the street, down the road over here, you know, we need to stop the price gouging. That's what we need to do. We need to stop the price gouging on houses and apartments, rents, and everything. You know, that's why I said my idea will work. Okay? It will work. And it will. I mean, it's not that, but it will work. I mean, I'm a smart person. You know, he is investing in market rate housing. And that's why we got a lot of homeless people out in the street. And he doesn't really care about that. Okay? A lot of the real estates are, let's implement market rate housing. No, you need to implement affordable housing for the homeless people so the homeless people can stay. Okay? You know, I always said this. Okay? And and I should have brought this up when the time that I ran for city council, but you know what? Now I got the tools to handle things. Okay? So I got the tools. I mean, again, I'm going to put this on again. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Well, how to help the homeless? Okay, too. Okay, there's another one just came up. How to help the homeless can be approached by various ways, and depending on the resources and interests, and how are some of effective strategies. 1. Direct support. Donate food, clothing, hygiene, and products to local shelters, organizations, and support homeless. Volunteer offers and time at the shelter, food banks, and outreach programs, and provide direct assistance to support advocacy and support, and get involved with the organization to work and domestic and issues and affecting homeless, and such as affordable housing and mental health services for education awareness, and raise awareness about homeless and its roots causes within the community, and foster more informed and supportive environment. 5. A policy support advocate for and support policies that address homeless, such as increase in funding for social services and affordable housing, intervene skills building programs, combat to create programs and that will help individuals again skills for employment, which can provide long-term solutions by combining direct aid for advocacy and systematic change can make a significant impact in addressing the homeless people that we have live in the streets. So, see, I'm just letting you know that that's my platform, and that's what I'm going to be working at. I'm saying my platform right there because, and I'm going to use my media. I'm not going to use FRC media or whatever. I'm going to use mine. This is what I'm going to be using. So that way, my platform is out there, and that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, like I've been saying this all along. Market rate housing is not going to work. Okay, everyone says market rate housing, market rate housing, market rate housing. Even when the train comes, that's easy. Boom, market rate housing. Okay, that is not going to help. Okay, even when the train comes, affordable housing. Okay, we'll have affordable housing. It doesn't matter. I don't care if the train is here or if the train is not here. We are still going to implement affordable housing. Okay? Affordable housing costs for the people that live here in our city. Okay? We want people to live here in our city. Mayor Paul Coogan is chasing people away out of our city. Okay? Whether he knows that or not, but he is. Okay? But likely people are leaving anyway. Okay? And I will implement the policy of an affordable housing. That's what we need. If we don't have affordable housing, guess what happens? If we keep on implementing market rate housing, guess what's going to happen? Okay, we're going to get more and more homeless people living out in the street. Okay, if we keep going that road, that's what's going to happen. But if we push back and implement affordable housing, guess what? We will clean up the mess. Okay, we will clean up the mess, and we'll get the majority of the homeless people off the street. Okay, we will. That's what we'll do. But if you keep going that route and implementing market rate housing, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get more homeless people. Okay, you're going to get more and more people living in the street. Okay, that's why we got to push back. Okay, and implement affordable housing. Okay, and once we do that, boom, the rents go down. Now we work on the rents. Let's see. I'm looking it up. Lowering the rents for the working class people. Okay? Lowering the rents for the working class people involves combinations of policies, measures, communities, action, and economic strategies. Here's our some effective approach. Well, one of them is rent control and stabilization, implementing, straightening, one of them here is one, rent control and stabilization. Implementing straightening rent control, can cap annual rents, increasing and provide stability for tenants. 2. Increase in affordable housing, invest in the construction and prevention of affordable housing units through public funding, tax incentive for developers, and partnership with non-profit housing vouchers, expand housing voucher programs to help lower income families afford rents in the private market. Exclusively zoning requires new development to proceed of affordable units and contribute to affordable housing funds. 5. Community land trust. Support the creation of community land trust that owns land and lease it to lower income residents at an affordable rate. 6. Tax incentive and offer tax incentive and subsidize to landlords who keep their rents affordable for lower income tenants. Straighten tenants protection, enforce stronger tenant protection, law to prevent unjust evictions and exploitations by landlords, increase in wages, advocate for higher minimum wage and the best labor rights to increase the purchase of power of working class families. Public housing investment, increase investment in a public housing to provide more low-cost housing options. 10. Zoning reform. Reform zoning laws to law for more multiple family housings and reduce barriers to develop affordable housing. Implementing these measures requires calibration between government agencies and non-profit communities organizations and provides developers to also importance to involve the community and education marketing process to ensure that the solution meets their needs. That's what we gotta have. Okay, so these are the platforms that I'm going to run my platform on. Okay, so I mean, we have to actually do something because we have housing, we have homeless people out there, and the homeless people out there are out on the street sleeping in tents, okay, sleeping all over the place, and all I see in my whole entire life is Mayor Paul Coogan moving them from different places, kicking them out of one place, moving them over there, instead of helping them out, getting the mental health care that these people need, we wouldn't have this problem. But Mayor Paul Coogan cannot do that. Okay? He cannot do that. Okay? He doesn't even know if he's in office half the time. Okay? He reminds me of Joe. He don't even know if he's there or coming or going, because he's not able to help the people of the city of Fall River. He's not able to help the homeless people here in the city of Fall River. Okay? You know what? And the veterans. People talk about the veterans. When people march in the parade, oh, we help the veterans. But guess what? When it comes to signing a bill, oh no, we're not signing the bill. No, we're not signing the bill. Guess what? The bill don't get signed. The homeless people do without medication and mental health. And they do without medication for their mental health. Okay? Oh, well, no, we're not signing that. No, we're not signing that. If you help the homeless, if you're helping homeless veterans out, you know what? The homeless veterans need the, what do you call it? So, I mean, like I said, market rate housing is not working for the people. Okay? And I'm going to tell you straight up, okay, it's not. So beware, because I'm coming. Okay? And you know something? And I will turn every single house into affordable housing. Okay? With private investors. Okay? We need private investors. We don't need banks. We need private investors to help out with affordable housing. That's what we need. Okay? This is why we don't have anything. Because everything with Mayor Paul Coogan is market rate housing, market rate housing, market rate housing. That's all I see is built in this city is market rate housing. We need to get a private investor to make affordable housing for the working class people of our city. People that work part-time that can afford the rent. Okay? Disabled people, disabled veterans. Okay? Okay? And we need to, and even the handicapped people. Okay? The handicap. Okay? I'll build a handicap freaking ramp, okay? I'm throwing a handicap ramp over there, okay? So that way, the people that are in wheelchairs can get up and get in and out, back and forth. I'll build a ramp, okay? I'll build a ramp going up so they can get into their house and come out of their house whenever they need to, okay? So, this is what we need. We need affordable housing. We need a private investor to do it. And I've already said this, and I'm not going to say it again. Matter of fact, I'll actually mention it one more time before I shut this up. One, rent control and stabilization implementing. Strengthening rent control. Law can cap annual rents increase and provide stability for tenants. 2, increase affordable housing. Invest in the construction and provision for affordable housing units through the public funding tax accessible for developers and partnership with non-profit. 3, housing vouchers expands housing vouchers programs to help lower income families. Effort rent in a private market. 4, inclusionary zoning requires new developments, including a percentage of affordable housing units are describable to affordable housing funds. 5. The community land trust support creation. Community land trust that owns land and lease it to lower income residents at an affordable rate. 6. Tax incentive and subsidized offer for tax incentive or subsidized to landlords who keep their rents affordable for lower income tenants. Strengthening tenants protection, enforce stronger tenant protection laws to prevent unjust evictions and exploitations by landlords. 8. Increasing wages, advocate for higher minimum wage and better labor right to the increase to purchase power for working class families. Public housing investment, increasing investment in public housing to provide more low-cost housing options. 10. Zoning reform. Reform zoning laws to lower for more multiple family housings and reduce barriers to developing affordable housing. That's what you want. Okay? That will clean the homeless people up. Okay? That would actually clean the homeless up. Market rate housing will not clean the homeless up. I'm not done yet. I got more. Hold on. People can rent them out for business. Okay, here we go. I have, let me see here. I got they're more than affordable for small businesses can involve various strategies, both from the policies making sides and the market sides. Here are some approach. Okay, I have some approaches here. Okay, policies and government intervention. Okay, 1. Tax incentive. Subsidize government and can provide tax breaks of subsidies to landlords who afford low rent small business. 2. Zoning land use. Regardless, modifying zoning laws to encourage mixed use of development, increasing the supply of commercial space, and potentially lowering the rents. 3. Public-private partnerships and calibrate with private developers again to create affordable commercial space in a new development. 4. Rent control measures. Implement rent control policies for commercial space and similar to residential. Rent control is to limit the rates at which rents can increase. 5. Businesses improvement. Direct bids. Establishing bids where businesses in specific areas calibrate the funds improvement. These can attract more customers and stabilize rents and improving businesses conditions. Market-based solution. I love this one. Market-based solution. Encouraging construction and new commercial properties to increase input supplies and potential lower rents through compensation to flexible lease agreement. Promote short-term or flexible lease that can accommodate small businesses' financial situations and making it easier for them to manage rent. 3. Co-working and sharing space. Support development of co-working space or sharing rental space where multiple businesses can share the cost of rent and utilities. 4. Community land trust. Establish community land trust that can acquire and manage commercial properties with the goal of maintaining affordable rents for local business. 5. Incentivize landlords to encourage landlords to offer lower rents through grants. Recreation programs for other incentive. Community and business incentive. That's what I got there. Okay? And you know something though? This is what I'm going to do right here. Okay? I'm going to implement these. This is my platform. Okay, right here. Okay? And you know something? And it's going to work. Okay? One, the affordable housing will clear up the homeless population. Okay? Everybody will live in their own homes. Everybody will live comfortable. Okay? Even the handicapped and even the homeless veterans and homeless families that are out there with their kids in the street. Okay? So I'm going to implement all that. Okay? And you know, and when I do, okay, there's going to be significant change in government when I do. Okay? Because, you know, I thought about this and I said, you know something, I'm going to bring this to the people and let them decide, you know, and see if this is a good idea. Okay? You know, and you know something, and I thought about it, you know something, and you know what? I want you guys to sleep on this and tell me and let me and you know, you can leave your comments and let me know if this is a great idea or if it's not. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I leave it to the people, okay? Because the people, you people are the ones that pay taxes. So this is why I am leaving it to you guys, okay? So that way you guys can sleep on it, come up with a, you know, hey, you know, talk to each other, say, hey, you know what? Wow, Dave, come up with some excellent ideas, and this is what we, and you know, and we're gonna leave comments, and you know, and if there's any changes that need to be put in those ideas, please let me know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will, you know, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? If there's any changes that need to be put in those ideas. So I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, you know, it's not easy, but you know what? Hey, these are the ideas that I basically came up with. You know what I'm saying? Well, I researched them. I came up with these ideas, and I want to see what the people think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to, you know, be elected in office and then all of a sudden implement these things, and all of a sudden, boom, these people are like, oh, gee, how come he did this and this and this and that? I want you guys to know firsthand, okay? Now, I want you to know firsthand what you guys think about it, because you guys are the taxpayers, and I want you guys to, I want everyone to have, the taxpayers to have a voice, okay? To have a voice and let me know what you think. No, I'm not bringing a new market basket, no. I'm just letting you know what you guys think about it. Okay, so I'm letting you guys, you know what what my ideas. So if you guys replay my tape, play my live video, listen to my video, and let me know what you think. Because I mean, the rents are so high over here, and especially when the train's gonna come in over here. So we wanna, get more. I may be running for. I'm putting out their ideas, but I may be running for city council. So in 2 years, and I will actually let you know. As so, and we'll talk about that too, and how we gonna adjust with the Golden Corral and everything too. So but first we want to take care of the homeless problem. We want to take care of the homeless veterans. I want to take care of the people here in the city of Fall River, and the property values that the insurance property values and that the landlords are suffering right now. You know what I'm saying? Paying high costs of their properties too. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take care of that. And then we can, then we can actually go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, community and business interventions and growing fundings and local investments, using growing fundings and platforms to raise capital for businesses and cover rents and costs of the purchases of the property, and comprehensive and ownership for comprehensive, where local businesses jointly purchase and commercials and properties and controlling their rents, and renovations and projects, participating in intensive community revitalization project can contact the investors and support low rents. Advocacy and support, lobbying and working with businesses associations will lobby for policies that support low commercials rents, and to education and resources to provide resources and education to small businesses owners and negotiation lease and understanding the real estate market. Combining these strategies can help create more affordable environment for small businesses and thrive, benefiting a local economy in the community. So all these things that I said will benefit the economy, okay, the local economies. So and also would benefit the people of the city of Fall River too. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, even with affordable housing, will benefit the homeless. All this that I said just now will benefit the local economy, the community. You know what I'm saying? It will keep people from leaving, moving out. It would be more attractive. Okay, we would have more, it'd be more attractive. We have more people in here. You know what I'm saying? More tourism. The tourism to come in here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we'll have. But again, Mayor Paul Coogan is doing it wrong. Okay, by implementing market rate housing, that's not going to work. That's creating more of a housing issue. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, that's been a big, huge problem from day one when Mayor Paul Coogan got elected for mayor of the city of Fall River. That is a problem. Okay, when you start doing that, creating market rate housing, and now what you're doing is kicking people out of their homes, and the people that can't afford to pay the rent, they're living in the woods. Okay, they can't pay the rent anymore. They're living in the woods. Okay, and this is what Mayor Paul Coogan is doing. Okay, he's been doing this from day one. Okay, since he's been elected in office, and now we're going to fix the problem. Okay, we are going to fix the problem. So you know something, I'm going to unleash, okay, this opportunity for the people of the city of Fall River. Okay, I'm going to unleash this. Okay, so that people can have an opportunity here in the city of Fall River. So that way we can have more, we can save more money and spend less in the community. So that way we have more money for the important things that we need here for the city of Fall River, like for our infrastructure, things that we need. Okay, and then we'll talk. Then later on, like I said, if I'm elected in the city council, believe me, I'll be coming out and I'll be talking to the constituents out here and looking for more ideas for the people of the city of Fall River. You know what I'm saying? Because you people matter to us. Okay, city councilors, mayor's office, them people. Yeah, they listen to your inputs, but do they do anything about it? No, they don't do nothing about it. Okay, homeless people go in there. Yes, they went in there. They had a voice, but guess what? Did that matter? Did that matter? No, it didn't matter. So now I'll gather up all the homeless people and tell them what I want to do. Okay, I'll gather up everyone. Okay, and tell them exactly what I want to do. I heard it the other day, and I'm going to I'm going to do it in these upcoming days, because you know something, you guys matter. Homeless people matter. Homeless veterans matter. Okay, we can't keep having overdose all the time. People dying in our bus terminals in our community. Okay, I see it every day. Okay, and and it's, I cannot close a blind eye on this. Okay, people overdosing on our buses. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan, people go to his office. Oh, he ain't there. Oh, I'm busy right now. So what kind of a leadership is that? Do we need that kind of leadership? No, we don't need that kind of leadership. Okay? And you know something? If I was elected in the city council, I will work with whoever's mayor in the city, except for Paul Coogan. I will work with whoever is the next mayor of the city of Fall River that is on board with affordable housing. Okay? That is on board. I will work with that mayor. Okay? And you know something? I will work with him. And I make sure, okay, that I will sign into law, okay, that it would be affordable housing and no more market rate housing here in the city of Fall River, no more. People will have a place to live, okay? People will have a place to live, okay? And yes. And I'm going to implement one more thing, and hold on one second. Okay, I found something else here. Okay. How stopping crime and reducing a drug and overdose in our city requires that multiple factors approaches here are some strategies that can be effective. Crime reduction strategy. 1. Community policy, strengthening the relationship between law enforcement and the community to build trust and cooperation. 2. Crime prevention programs, implementing programs, focusing on youth, engagement, education, and job training to provide alternative to criminals' activity. 3. Improving lightning and surveillance, increasing street lights and installing surveillance cameras in high crime areas. 4. Hotspots, policing, focusing law enforcement resources on areas with high crime rates. 5. Rehabilitation programs, offering rehabilitation and support services for offenders to reduce recidivism. Reducing drug overdose. 1. Access to treatment, access to addiction treatment programs and facilities included medication assistant treatment, MAT. 2. Harm reduce services, providing services like needle exchange programs, surprise conception sites, reduce the risk of overdose. 3. Policies, education, raising awareness about the dangers of drugs abuse and the ability to help. 4. Prescriptions, monitoring, implementing prescriptions and drug monitoring programs, prevent over prescribing and misuse of prescriptions, medications. 5. Law enforcement and policies help calibration, encouraging calibrations between law enforcement and policies and health agencies to address these root causes of drugs and abuse, provide comprehensive support. Community involvement. 1. Neighborhood watch programs, encouraging communities members to participate in neighborhood watch programs, enhance vigilance and reporting of suspicious activity. 2. Support groups, establishing support groups for families affecting drug abuse and crimes and foster supportive communities environments. 3. Mental health services, expanding access to mental health services and to address underlying issues that combine criminal behaviors and substance abuse. By combining these strategies, cities can create safer environment to provide support of those strongly with addictions. See this? See this? Listen to this. These ideas are one great idea. Nobody, okay, not even a politician would ever come up with this creative idea. Okay? I don't hear about these ideas. Okay? I don't. Okay? And you know something? I'm coming. And you know what? I'm going to help. Okay? Because I've seen enough, and I had enough of watching people overdose in bathrooms and bus terminals and everything, and Mayor Paul Coogan does not do a thing about it. I will work with a mayor, okay? I will work with a mayor with the same strategies that I have, okay? I will work. If Carlos Caesar becomes mayor of the city of Fall River, I will work with Carlos Caesar on all these strategies, okay? These issues that I implemented out there today. This is my platform. I want to let you know what my platform. Every program is mentioned requires by taxpayers and revenue, such as like I want to burn the taxpayers, such like democratic agendas. Well, I'm a Republican, so you know something. All these things that I've said so far, okay. And let me see this, and let me see this. I'm gonna actually to see how to take the burning. Wait a minute. Burning. Let's see. Let's see what easy got there. Let me see. No, this is not a Democratic agenda. This is a Republican agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to ease the burden. I want to ease the taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to ease the taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? That take. I want to give you something back. Okay, I found something in here how to save the taxpayers money. Saving money for the taxpayers can be achieved by through several strategies. One, if, if effect budgeting, government can create detailed budgetings, can privatize internal services, and eliminate unnecessarily expenditure. Regular audit. Regular audit can help identify and cut wasteful spending. Two, stream mailing services. Implementing and consolidating government service can reduce administrative costs. For example, detailing process can save money on paper, mailing, and personal navigating. Better contracts and government can navigate more affordable, a favorable contract with a supply and service provider, ensuring they get the best value for their money. 4. Reducing debit, paying down. Extending debit can reduce interest payments and freeing up funds for the use. 5. Encouraging economic growth policies that promote businesses development and job creation can expand the tax base, increase revenue without raising taxes rates. 6. Energy efficiency. Investing in energy efficiency, infrastructure, and practice can lower utility costs over time. 7. Preventive maintenance and regular maintenance of infrastructure can prevent costly repairs and extend the life of the assets. 8. Public-private partnership, collaborating with private companies on public projects, can share the finance burden and reduce costs. By implementing these strategies, governments can save money and potentially lower the tax burdens on citizens. So I want to actually, these are my strategies, okay? This is what I want to work on. I want a strategy. I want to help you guys out, okay? To help, the burden of the burden on citizens. Instead of you guys taking money out of your pocket, I want to give you some back, okay? I want to give you guys some money back. You know what I'm saying? So that way, you guys, and plus on top of that, you guys can actually save money. You know what I'm saying? You can save, the low cost of your electricity and everything. So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? That, I want to actually do. So, if you guys, I know, people just, putting laugh emojis up there. But you know something? Let me tell you something. Actually, all these strategies that I put out there will actually work. Will exactly work, believe it or not. I want to get rid of the high taxes. Prevention, maintenance, regular maintenance, and infrastructure can prevent costly repairs and extend life and assets. And 8, public-private partnership and calibrating with private companies on public projects can share the financial burden and reduce costs. Yeah, we can. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. I want the taxpayers of the city of Fall River, I want you people to save money. You know what I'm saying? Saving money is good to have. You know what I'm saying? In case you need to buy groceries, you can use it for gas. You know what I'm saying? For your car, you can use to fix up, your whatever you need to fix up in your house. You can buy Christmas gifts for your kids and stuff like that, things like that. And and I get it. You know what I'm saying? The operating cost of benefits is salaries is going up every year, but a plans to lower the tax. Well, I want to lower that down. Okay, I want to lower that down. Okay, I want to lower that down, and maybe let's see. Let me see here. How can I? All right. Well. Okay, I got something else here that you guys would be interesting. Lowering food prices is a complex of issue that can be addressed by truly valuable strategy, including 1, improving supply chains and reducing inflation in the transportation, storage, and distribution can help lower costs. Two, supporting local agriculture, encouraging local food productions can reduce transportation costs and provide fresher produce and reduce food waste. Implementing measures to reduce food waste at all stages of the supply chain can make food more affordable, subsidize, and price control. Governments can provide subsidies to farmers or implement price control to keep food prices stable. 5. Technical and innovation, investing in agriculture, technology, and research can increase productivity and lower production costs. Each of these strategies requires coordinating efforts from government, businesses, and consumers. So these are the things that I basically want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, none of these things were ever talked about. Okay, it wasn't. And you know, and I wanna get this. I wanna get this stuff. I wanna do this. So you know, and so that way, improving the supply chain and reducing and to reducing and phasing in a transportation, storage, and distributing can help lower the cost. Yeah, I mean, and to support local cultures and encouraging local food productions can reduce transportation costs. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? That could, I mean, that would, you know, the less transportation costs, okay, the less transportation that we have, and the cost will go, the food prices and costs will go down. You know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? It could happen. You know? But, I mean, you know, think about my, what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? Think about this. You know, I mean, you don't have to go to, you know, so much people won't have to go to food pantries to get, you know, food, and people won't be struggling. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to listen to my ideas, and you know something, you know, and if you got anything else you want to put in, or you can say, well, you can take this out and put this in. You know what I'm saying? Things will help, because I want to work with the people of the city of Fall River. Okay, I really do, because you know something, you guys matter. You guys are important. Okay, you guys are important. Okay, you know, you may not think, but you know something, but I know. Okay, and the bottom of my heart, okay, that you know, you guys are important. You guys are important to the city of Florida. You guys are taxpayers. You know, because I'm tired of the taxpayers being, you know, digging in their pockets every step of the way. Okay, every step of the way, and digging pennies out of their pockets and taking money, and money that you people don't have. You know what I'm saying? Where that, you know, Mayor Paul Coogan again digs in people's pockets. Joe Biden, the one that left the office, dug in people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris is the same way. She wants to dig in people's pockets, okay, and raise more taxes, okay. I think about you guys all the time. I think about how many times that you people get money taken out of digging every penny that you have, even your savings. Sometimes people have to go to their savings account and dig money out just to go buy food for their kids to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know, that makes me upset. Okay, it does. You know, I really, honestly want to get rolling on this. I mean, let me work my magic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if, whoever is the next mayor of the city of Fall River, whether if it's Carlos Caesar, Will Flanagan, I'll work with Will. I work with Carlos too, you know? And all my platform is out there. So if you want that, if you guys think about this, okay, you're gonna say, wow, geez, you know what? They come up with some pretty good ideas, and let's consider. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you need anything, to be changed in those areas, just write your comment. Say, hey, well, this needs to be changed. Let's change this a little bit. Because I want the people of the city of Fall River to know that there's somebody out there that cares. And the last time I ran for city council, yes, I've gotten laughed. I got criticized. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But we don't need no more market rate housing anymore. We have to put that. We have to put that to bed, because it's creating a bigger problem. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan doesn't see. He only sees a small picture. Okay, all right. He only sees a small picture. He doesn't see the whole big picture. Okay, of what's going on. Okay, he doesn't see that. That way, if we get affordable housing, we wouldn't have to have purple bags. Okay, we wouldn't have to. Okay. How to get more police officers, how to get more funding for police officers. This is how. Okay, to secure more funding for police officers, consider following this strategy. 1, lobbying for increase in budget. Work with local government officials, increasing the police budget during the national budgeting. During the annual budgeting process, this can involve presenting dates on crime rates and response time and the needs of more police officers. Equipment. 2, federal and state grants will apply for grants specially aimed at law enforcement. Many federal and state programs provide funding for hiring more officers. Purchasing equipment and community policing interview. 3, public support companies. Engaging with community, understanding the needs of increasing police funding. Police support can be a powerful tool to convincing local government to locate more resources. The public-private partnership seeks partnership with local businesses and organizations that can provide an additional funding of resource This could involve direct donations of funding specific programs such as community policies, intensive 5, efficient use of current resources, demonstrating efficient use of current funds, and the positive impact on current spending to buildings and cases for additional funding, showing a track record of responsibility finance management can help convince decision makers, advocate for policy change, and prioritize public safety funding. This can involve working with legislators and passing laws that allocate more resources to law enforcement agencies. Combining these strategies can help build comprehensive approach to securing more funding for police officers. There you go. Look at that. That's another one. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, people, listen, I have strategy. Okay? I have strategy. I have ways of doing things. I do have ways of doing things. That's why I've been trying to tell you people for so long. Market rate housing is not the answer for any of this. I told you there was ways of doing something about this. And now, guess what? I put every single platform that I had out there. Okay? Every single platform. Alright? Out there. And and my platform's going to work. And it's going to work. And I'm going to get people out there that's going to criticize me and and all that, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I am used to that. I am used to criticism. I'm used to it. But that criticism and all those platforms that I got out there, it's all going to work. And be sure enough, we'll work with the private sector. Okay, we'll work with private investors, and we will be working on the affordable housing and everything. So that way, there's no more market rate housing anymore for the people. And and the prices of food, I put that out there. Look at that. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting this out there. I'm throwing my hat in the ring. And you know something? Please help me out. Because I hear a lot of people complaining about this and this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? About things. But, I ain't saving money. Rents are too high. So I got a legitimate platform. I put a legitimate platform out there to help you people out. So it's up to you guys. It's up to the voters, and it is. It's up to the voters. How you proceed with the vote. But I'm just trying to, ease the burden off the taxpayers, and and have you guys save money. You know what I'm saying? And because I hear everybody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people tell me every single day, Dave, what are we gonna do? We ain't got no money. Rents are so high. We're still on the street. The mayor ain't doing nothing about it. So I put a good platform out there to help out. Okay? And And that's my platform. Okay, that is mine. I'm gonna make it very clear. Every single platform that I put out there, it's my platform, mine. Okay, and those platforms are gonna work. I would love to work with a mayor that's going to be on the same page as me. Okay, be on the same page as me. I want to work with a mayor that's going to be on the same page as me. So remember this. I'm going to go get it right now. And I'll be right back. Right here. So actually remember that. Okay? Remember. I want to help because the people of the city of Fall River is looking for answers, and it's so I haven't gave my final decision yet, but I want to see what you guys think about what I put out there. So I haven't made my final decision, okay, yet, but I want to see what you guys think about it. Okay, of all those platforms that I put out there as of today. So you guys could, share my video out there if you like. I would actually appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So I would. I mean, it's a public radio show. It's public, so please share it. I would appreciate it if you did. Uh, let's see here. Let me see if I can put one more. Let me see if I can put one more idea out there. I'm gonna come up with more ideas. Um, Economic growth. Okay. Let's see. Wow, got a lot of them. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of them. Okay, economic growth is referred to increase in the production of goods uh, and service and an economy over a prior of time. It's typically measured by the growth rate of gross domestic products by GPT factor, GDP factor. Contributing to economic growth includes, let's see, capital, capitalization, investment in physical capital such as machineries, infrastructure, and building. Two, labor force growth and increasing in the numbers of workers or improvement in the workforce skills and technical and advancement in innovation, improvement, technology that's in change, particularly for national resources, ability, and efficient on and utilization for natural resources. 5. Government policy, effective economic policy, including physical and monetary policies, trade policies, and regulations that foster a comprehensive environment for growth. 6. And partnership and invasion and creation of new businesses and an invasion that drives economic activities and job creation. Sustainable economic growth is a critical to improve living and standards, to reduce poverty, and ensuring long-term prosperity. See that? Ensure long-term prosperity. That's what that means. Okay? So, I mean, I like to put things out there. Okay? And I want you guys to understand and, think about this. Think about how our city is going to grow. With all these platforms that I put out there, just think about it. Think about that, how this city's going to grow with that platform. Okay? That's going to grow, believe it or not. That whole thing those things that I put out there, this city's going to grow. We want this city to grow. Okay? We don't want the city to fall apart. So that's why I actually just put this out there. Now let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. So, all right. Okay, now the retirement in a phase of life when an individual stops working full-time and leaves the workforce, typically due to reaching a certain age of having accumulate significant financial resources, it's significant life transition that involves planning for financial security, health care, and lifestyle change. The key aspects to retirement planning including 1. Financial planning ensuring significant savings. Investing and source of income to support your desired lifestyle without regular employment. 2. Healthcare planning for medical expense and long-term care, including understanding insurance options like Medicare, lifestyles, and activities. Deciding how to spend your time, whether through hobbies, travel, volunteering, or other pursuits. Housing, considering where to live, which might include downsizing, relocating, or moving into a retirement community. 5. Legals and estate planning, providing wills, trust, and other legal documents to manage your estate and ensure that wishes are followed. Would you like more details on this information, specific aspects to retirement? Yes. ensure specific aspects of retirement would like to devolve into. Hers are some possibles. Financial planning for retirement, strategies for savings and investment, and managing your finance. 2. Healthcare, retirement, understanding Medicare, supplemental insurance, and long-term care options. Lifestyles and activities, retirement, and ideas for hobbies, travel, volunteer, and staying active. For housing, options for retirees, exploring different living arrangements like downsizing, retirement communities, and engaging in places, legal estate planning, insurance, legal documents are in order, and your wishes are clear. Feel free to specify their other are interested in. Let's see. Veterans. Retired veterans. Okay. Got a lot of them, I can see it. Retired veterans faces unquiet consideration in retirement, giving their military service and the benefit available to them. Here's are the key aspects of work. 1. Military retirement pays veterans who retire after a last 20 years in service are available to military retirement pay, which calculate based on their rank, length of service, and retirement plan. Higher 3 or final pay. 2. Veterans benefit retire. Veterans have access to a range of benefits through the Department of Veterans Affairs. VA included disability, compensation, education benefits like the G bill and the home loan guarantees. 3. Healthcare. Veterans are liable to healthcare services through the VA, which provides comprehensive medical care. Those with services connected disability may reserve additional benefits. 4. Housing. The VA after homes loan programs with favorable terms, making easier for veterans to purchase, refinance homes. There are also options for VA assistance living facilities as long-term care. 5. Education training programs like post 9/11 bill provide financial support, education, and training which can help retire veterans transition to new careers or pursue further education. 6. Employment transition assistance. The VA and others organizations after employment resource jobs, training, and transition assistance programs to help veterans finance civilian employment. 7. Counseling and mental health services. The VA provides counseling and mental health services to address issues such as PTSD, depression, anxiety, which can be critical for veterans adjusting to in civil life. 8. Social support. Communities, many veterans finance grants and support through organizations like the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, and local veterans and groups. 9. Legal finance planning. Veterans may have access to free or low cost legal and financial planning services to help manage their benefits and plan for the future. If these are specific of benefits you like to know more about, let me know. Understanding the military retirement pays and benefits, navigating VA healthcare options, exploring housing and how loans benefits access, education and programs, finances, employment and transition assistance, utilizing mental health and counseling services, seeking legal and financial planning help. Let me know if you need more. So, I mean, these are the things that everyone should be actually thinking about. Okay, but this is my platform. This is what I want to do. So, I mean, I'm leaving it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna be like, wow, geez, man, that beat's got a ton of stuff he wants to do. I mean, even for the veterans, the homeless people, he wants affordable housing. Yeah, I mean, look at to overcome the overdose population. Okay, addressing the overdose crisis involves multiple factors approach. 1. Prevention, increase education about the risk of substance and use of improve access treatments for addiction. 2. Treatments expand access to funding for addictions. Treatment services included medication assisted treatment. Harm reductions implements harm and reduction strategies like needles, exchanging programs, and supervised conception sites, and reduce the risk associating with drug use policy support policies that regulates prescriptions and prices and ensures safe prescriptions and medication. Community support enhance community support systems and access the mental health services to access underlying issues that contribute to substance abuse. Tracking these issues is required to celebrate between the public health officials, policies making, healthcare providers, and communities organizations. These things will help. These things will actually, okay? This is what I want to implement, okay? This is what I want to do. And I'll work with elected officials that are on board with this stuff. I will not work with an elected official if he's not on board with this stuff. I will work with a elected official, okay, that is on board with all this. Is on board like I am. I am on board with this stuff, and getting this stuff done. I mean, yeah, I mean it's gonna take quite some time, but you know what? Hey, it's worth actually putting it out there now and letting the people know, the voters know what needs to be done. Okay? So I'm gonna do one more. after I'm done. It's actually pretty good. I like doing this. And tomorrow I'll also be on too. Um, at 6:30. But again, I will not be talking about politics. I'll be talking about what Fall River needs to be done. Budgeting. Money. Okay, here we go. Budgeting involves planning how to allocate your income to cover expense, savings, and invest. Here are some steps to create budgeting. 1. Tracking the income that determines your total monthly income from all sources. List to expense records of all monthly expense, including fixing rents, utilities, and available groceries and entertainment, catering, spendings, dividing your expense into categories to see where your money goes. Set goals to finance goals like savings for. Oh, that's not what I wanted. How to save. Where would we get the money for the infrastructure? Okay. We got several factors here. Funding infrastructure improvements can come from several sources. 1. Federal and state grants, local for grants for federal and state transportation departments of other relevant agencies. 2. Local tax considers implementing increasing local tax such as sales or property tax. Indicate property tax deduction dedicated specifically infrastructure policies, private partnerships with private companies, and then can invest in help funds infrastructure projects. Bonds insure multiple bonds that investors buy to raise funds with the promise of paying it back over time with interest. Transportation fees implement an increase in fees for transportation services such as tolls to parking fees and generating revenue. 6. Relocations to extend funds and relocate funds from other budgets areas that may be less than critical or have less immediate impact. And others requirements is combination for these strategies to secure the necessary funding. Yeah, so we have to we're talking about here securing all fundings for these things that we need. Okay, securing the fundings, that's what we need. We have to secure all these fundings. I mean, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It is. And, and it's pretty sad that we have to, actually do these things. You know what I'm saying? You want to see how we're going to price gouging. Let's talk about that. Price gouging. gouging. Ah, boy. Price gouging. How to lower price. How to lower price. Price. How to lower gas prices.
Drill, baby, drill.
Look, lowering gas prices can be challenging and involved in multiple strategies. One, increase in supplies, of boosting domestic oil productions and referring capacity can help increase supplies and potentially lower the prices. Two, reduce tax cutting fuel. Tax can directly reduce the cost of the pump. Thought this might affect government revenue. Three, promote alternatives, investing in alternative energy source and electric. I don't want electric vehicles. Just do electric vehicles. Depends on. I don't. This was a bad idea. Daddy, it's on how to lower gas prices at the pump. Okay, here we go. Lowering gas prices at the pump involves a mix of short-term and long-term strategies. One, increase supplies of boosting domestic oil productions and diver, di- diversifying sources can help. This might involve encouraging investment in exploration and drilling, providing infrastructure for oil transport. Two, improve efficiently, so supporting investments in technology and energy efficiency can reduce the demands for gasoline. This includes promoting fossil fuel efficiency vehicles and alternative energy source. Three, regulate tax adjusting states and federal fuel tax could have an immediate impact on lowering these taxes could decrease the overall cost at the pump. Thought this might affect government revenue. Four, market compensation, encouraging compensation among gas stations can lead to lower prices. They might involve reducing regulatory barriers that prevent new stations from entering the market. Five, address supply chains, ensure improving the efficiency of supply chains, including refinancing and distribution, can help lower costs. This might involve investing infrastructure improvement. Six, support alternatives, investing in a promoting alternative energy source, such as electric vehicles and biofuel can reduce overall demands for gasoline, potentially leading to lower price. These strategies can be complete requires competitions between government policies, market force, technologies, and achievement. Hmm. How to build how to build how to bring back the XL pipelines. Mm. This ought to be good. Bringing back the XL pipelines would involve several steps. One, legislative action works with the lawmakers to reduce and pass legislation supporting pipelines, constructions, and expansion. This might include securing federal and state approval and addressing energy legal challenge. Two, regulatory plans to ensure that all environmental and safety regulations are met. This could involve working with agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) and the Department of Transportation, stakeholders engaged with local communities, environmental groups, and others stakeholders to address concerns and again support. This could involve notification to the public, regulations efforts for investment and funding, secure funding from private investors or public and secure to finance the project, and they might involve creating details, businesses plans demonstrating the pipeline's economic benefit. 5. Project management oversee the planning, design, and construction phase of the pipelines, ensuring that all milestones are met and that the project stays on schedule and within a budget. 6. Maintenance and operation. Once pipelines is operational, established, produce for ongoing maintenance and a safe check for ensure it's a long-term viability. Advocating for or working on such project would require a deep understanding of energy policies and environmental ensure and infrastructure development. Wow, these are all these things I want to do. Wow, look at that, huh? I come up with, you know, I come up with things that that the government don't even come up with. You know what I'm saying? That Paul Coogan don't even come up with. I come up with. Wow, this is great. This all this stuff that I come up with. This stuff would be actually great for our community. Wow. But like I said, but hey, I could put the platform out there, but I can put all this platform out there, but at the end of at the end of at the end, it's the voters' decision. You know what I'm saying? You guys could think about this. Say, hey, look, man, Meat's got some really good stuff going. You know what I'm saying? And and he's really interested on trying and want to do this. You know, and so it's almost 10 o'clock. I've been on here for quite some time, and so and I just wanted to come on here and do this because I think it's the right thing. You guys can share this video, please do, and and because I really like to have other people what other people think. You know, I haven't made my decision yet, but um, I will in the upcoming days when it gets closer. Um, I will. So just take a look and take a look at it, listen to my video, and that'll be the end. You know what I'm saying? So hey, look at this. Hey, it's benefiting jobs. You know what I'm saying? The XL pipelines, it's benefiting jobs. You know, you know, it's benefiting jobs. It's going to benefit you people too as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, get these gas prices down. You know what I'm saying? So people can enjoy going to get gas and not worrying about paying $4, $5, $6, $7 and with the gas. They can go and get gas and pay $2, $2.50 to fill up their their car or something, or their you know and the oil and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that way things are not expensive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's crazy. You know what? But you know what? Let's hey, if I run for, if I do run for city council, I'm elected. Believe me, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna talk to you guys. We're gonna we'll have we'll have meetings outside. And everybody will be involved. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a big huge table outside. Everybody will be involved at the meeting. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will have the agenda. You know what I'm saying? And all the stuff that's on it. If I'm elected, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't yet. I haven't said yes yet, but I'm leaving this stuff up to you guys, and you guys talk among yourselves about this. Oh, I'm getting tired. Let me see if I can put one more out there. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. Um, how can we get funding for the fire department? Oh, we got. Oh, there we go. There's different ways we can get funding for the fire department. One, grants. Look at the federal, state, and local grant program, like federal emergency management agencies, like FEMA. Offer grants specifically for fire departments. Two, fundraising, organize communities events such as charities, auctions, pancake breakfasts, or golf tournaments to raise money. Donations, establish donations campaign strategy. Local business and residents that could be through direct appeal online, growing funding partnership with local organizations for partnerships, calibrate with local businesses or non-profit for sponsorship of joint fundraising efforts. 5. Budgeting requires working with local government officials, included fire department funding and the multiple budget. Provide date and on the Department of Needs and its impacts on our community safety to make a stronger case. 6. Public support. Mobilize community support to advocate for increasing funding through petitions, public meetings, and awareness and campaigns. See that? This is pretty good. All right, people, this is my last one, but I want you guys to know, okay? Think about this. I mean, this is like it's pretty good. So I want to thank everybody. Scott Allen Donnelly, Scott, thank you. Tone, thank you for watching. Let me see who else was in this. No, I'm not no Democrat. So I'm not no Democrat at all. Sorry. I'm a Republican. I can prove that. Every program is mentioned that requires taxpayers to revenue. Well, no. I mean, I mentioned some. I mentioned some. Places like private organizations. We can do fundraising. We can do fundraising. We can do a lot. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to take money off the taxpayers because that's a farce. Okay? We can do fundraising. We can go to federal grants. We can do donations and stuff like that. There's other things that we can do. We don't need just to be digging in the taxpayers' pockets and taking money off them. No, I mean there's plenty of things to do. Mayor Paul Coogan, okay, likes to take money out of people's pockets because that's what he does. Okay, so and not only that, I want to know where where the money is going for the marijuana and stuff too. So I like to know where all that money's going. Okay, and how much money has been raised for that. You know what I'm saying? How much revenue we got for that? I like to know. You know what I'm saying? I do like to know that. And let me tell you something. And I'll be all over that. You know what I'm saying? The dispensaries that we have, when people go and buy marijuana, I like to know where that revenue is going, all that revenue, and let me tell you something, okay? And it's kind of funny, but that's never been mentioned either. You know what I'm saying? So we'd like to know where that money's going. All that revenue, all that marijuana money. You know what I'm saying? That's been sold here in Massachusetts and all the dispensaries when people go and spend their money. I like to know where that money's going. No, I'm not burning the taxpayers. No, there's other ways, Scott. There's other ways to get money. I can do fundraising, and I can do fundraising and things like that. There's other ways. You know what I'm saying? There is other ways, but you know what? Okay, but you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. Because it sounds like I want to burn in the taxpayers. No, there's other ways. Okay, I'm trying to save you guys money, not take money away from you guys. So, I mean, I want you to, know that. Okay. So there's no way that there's other ways. All right. So, but hey, it's already 10 o'clock. I have to go. Take care. But just think about what I said. You can share my views and all, and and then I'll be on tomorrow at 6:30. So take care, everybody. Have a great night.